Good morning, everyone. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta. And yes, we are in May, and May is National Barbecue Month. It celebrates the culinary art of outdoor cooking that embraces the spirit of friends, family, fun, and good food, right? And we could not do this show without one of my favorite chefs, and that's Chef Tregaye. Hey, lady.
Hello.
So glad you are back. Oh, I'm so glad you're back. And so, Chef Tregaye she was a celebrity judge on the Food Network show Grill on Victory, and she hosted Tregaye's Way on the OWN network. She is so fabulous, everybody. So we're just gonna jump in there, Chef. What is your number one tip for barbecuing and grilling? Just go start there.
Let's just dive right in, right? It's gonna be preparation. Preparation is key whenever you're hosting an event, right? I mean, whether it's a barbecue or whatnot, even on my show Tregaye's Way, we start off with preparation. Why? Because I want to enjoy myself too. So I like to prepare and get everything ready before the guests ever even arrive, so I can jump right in and have fun with everyone else.
You know what? That's also a great life principle too. If only we would just be prepared,
Just
right?
be prepared.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
now this is where the fun starts because I'm taking notes every time you're on here. So tell me what's an absolute must-have item on every outdoor menu? I have what I think it is, but I want to hear what you say it
I
is.
feel like we can almost say it at the same time. It's going to definitely be Bush's baked beans. Okay. I've never been to a barbecue without one. All right. As much as I love a good barbecue dish, the side dishes are where it's at. And Bush's baked beans are the side of a good time. The sweetness of Bush's baked beans make barbecue favorites taste even better. Whether it's original, brown sugar hickory, or any other flavor variety, serving them to your guests at your next barbecue is an absolute must. These recipe creations that we're using here today, we're using the original baked beans and the zero sugar added baked beans. Bush's baked beans are incredibly versatile, and they can enhance almost any barbecue recipe. Let me tell you something. If I come to the barbecue and I don't see no Bushes, it's not a barbecue. I don't know what's going on.
They just need to call it something else, right? Just call
Let's
it
call it
something else.
dinner. Let's just call it dinner at this point, you
Well,
know?
a get together. We just decided to have some food outdoors today. I'm with you on that. We actually had some Bush's baked beans on our menu indoor meal last week, and my son just made it work. I forgot everything else we had, but I know we had some Bush's original baked beans. But did I see where you added something into the Bush's baked beans?
Yeah, we got a little bit of ground beef. You can do ground turkey, whatever you want. Mix it in them beans. We got some brisket right here mixed in, bacon. Let's just mix them in the beans. The beans are gonna make everything else. It's just gonna enhance it to the next level. Put it in
See,
the beans.
you
I don't know.
taking a
That might need to be our new motto for Bushes. Put it in the beans.
put it in the beans, right? And so you're taking an entree and making it, you're taking a side and making it an entree with all of that, chef. Chef, you are amazing.
Absolutely.
Only you would take a side and turn it into an entree. So let's see what else you have. So share some of your time-saving tips for great grilling. Because I'm new to the game because my brother grills, my sons grill. I never have to do anything. I'm on clean the grill duty all the time.
hmm
So help me out. Give me some time-saving tips.
Bird's eye. Bird's eye is going to save you so much time. Okay. With so much to tend to on the barbecue, you'll want to make sure the preparation of your vegetables is quick and easy, right? So that's where Bird's Eye comes in with their steamed fresh vegetables, including broccoli florets and sweet corn. So Bird's Eye has done the prep of washing and chopping in the vegetables for you. They're ready when you are, and they cook in just minutes in the microwave. Plus, their flash freezing process locks in key nutrients, so you get all the taste and the nutrition of fresh vegetables. Now, I got a little trick for you because I'm always going to give you a little tip and trick would be to just take an aluminum pan or any kind of pan that's safe on the grill. Pop one of these bags open, just dump it in there with some butter and seasonings, close that lid, and just let that smoke and flavor permeate those veggies. Thank me later.
She
Amazing.
she said, "Thank me later."
Yes.
we can leave, but let's not go yet because I got some more questions. I want to really not only help myself, but all my friends who will watch this video. So, what's your favorite? And I know it's like you a chef, so this is a tough question for you. But just give me like your top two or something. What what's your favorite signature dish to serve?
One dish would be a dish from my recipe book, Kitchen Conversation, Chef Tregaye, which is my grilled teriyaki chicken and steak skewers. You guys, a lot of times when we're thinking about the barbecue and things like that, we're always kind of thinking about barbecue sauce. But why not do a little bit of teriyaki sauce, right? Put it on a stick with some steak and some chicken, and everybody can really walk around and just enjoy the fun. So that's one of my favorite barbecue recipes to do.
Okay, so you make it look so easy. That food looks so delicious, and to have those little kebab things working for you. So, like you
Mm-hmm.
say, because usually you're trying to hold a plate, hold a conversation, eat your food, but with the
Yep.
kebabs, it does make it easier. You know?
And then with the cookbook, it makes it even more easy because I give it to
Yes.
you step by step.
Step by step instructions, directions, or whatever you want to call it when it's cooking. So,
Mm-hmm.
what are some things to keep on hand for our backyard barbecues? What should we always have out there?
Loretta, I think we're in sync today. I feel like we're gonna say the same thing on this because I feel like this is in every single household. And if it isn't, it needs to be. It's gonna be the Band-Aid brand. Okay. In addition to condiments, it's important to keep first aid essentials on hand while grilling, right? Because accidents can happen. Unfortunately, Band-Aid brand, which is the number one dermatologist and doctor recommended brand, has launched Band-Aid brand Pro Heal adhesive bandages. Now, they're uniquely designed to give you 60% better healing and prevent the appearance of scars thanks to hydrocolloid technology. Now, these 100% waterproof bandages stay on for up to 48 hours, even through hand washing, so you can get back to the barbecue fun. I absolutely love it. Like, to be honest, Band-Aid brand is super important in my household. Especially, I love the fact that as a chef, when I'm washing my hands, the bandage won't come off. Like, that makes me happy.
And that makes all of us happy too. If anybody's cooking and they got some kind of bandage, please check to make sure it's Band-Aid.
Right? Because
You know, we don't want
don't be
Band-Aid
in
in our
the
barbecue.
business. That's important.
It's
You
the
don't want
little
it to happen.
things. It's the little things. Okay, so do you have any other tips and tricks for us before I ask that last question that lets everybody know that I have to let you go about the more information? But I know.
For more information about all of these, about the amazing Band-Aid brand, Bush's Baked Beans, Bird's Eye, you're going to want to head over to tipsontv.com. And for more information on me, you can head over to cheftregaye.com. And if you are in Atlanta, Georgia, go ahead and head over to the website, grab your tickets. May 12th, I'm hosting a huge Mother's Day event right here. Tickets are limited. I'm only selling 50, and I hope to see you there.
Now you tell me after I've made plans, I've got to stay more close to your website so I can know what to do. You know, Atlanta is just a few hours down the highway, so I'm always
Yes.
game to come. So anytime you're having something, let us know so we can support you. We'll definitely
Yes.
make that highway drive. Thank you, Chef Tregaye, so much for all these tips for barbecuing, and happy month of May, everybody. Talk to you
Thank
soon.
you.
So Chef has to go, but like I said, she learned the basics at Le Cordon Bleu, but soon realized that her love for cooking came from her youthful soul and love for fusion cuisine. And as a successful self-employed mother who relates best to a younger generation, Tregaye's dream was to join Food Network, and of course, she did that. And so, since we were talking about cuisine and we're talking about celebrating, our next guest is definitely one that you're gonna love to hear this conversation. And I have I have a gift from him, and he is super amazing. You know, Sunday is Cinco de Mayo. So we're gonna have Joey Angelo come on. It's a time for Cinco de Mayo, a day to celebrate Mexican culture. And yes, we're gonna tell you what the number one cocktail in the US is, because let's welcome him to the stage, everybody. Joey Angelo. Hi, Joey.
How are you?
I am fantastic. Look what I have.
Oh
Look at
boy.
this beauty.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna love, love, love.
So thanks to my new friend, I sure am, and everybody who comes over to my home this weekend, and when we do Cinco de Mayo and Mother's Day, they'll get to taste what's in that bottle. Before
And
we
you
tell
you let
them,
me know
Joey,
when that bottle depletes and you call your boy and I'll be right back at it.
I'm gonna take you up on that because I shared it with my son who he's in banking, but he also did a little bartendering in college, and so he says,
Sure.
"Yes, Mama, that's good. That looks good. That looks good." So
Didn't
you
we all?
have it to
That's
prove
how I
it.
started.
I know it is so good. So let's talk about Cinco de Mayo. Then we'll talk about you being the entrepreneur, and we'll talk about how the U.S. is so fascinated with all things Mexican culture, including, and for those who don't know what's in this bottle, it's tequila.
No, mezcal, mezcal.
This is my mezcal. Yeah, he
Yeah.
does tequila too, but this is mezcal. And we're going to tell you the difference because I want you to not walk around and just say anything. You can tell I'm a mocktail person. But anyway, Joy's going to help me. He's going to be my new expert, all things guave spirit. So, Joy, what significance does Cinco de Mayo hold for both Mexican and American cultures, and how has its celebration evolved over time? Because I think we celebrate differently from the original culture of Cinco de Mayo. Can you just educate us on that before we move into the fun stuff?
Absolutely. It's I mean it's a celebration of the war. That's how it started. It's Mexico's win over the French Napoleons, and that's the basis of all things Cinco de Mayo and how the celebrations originally started. And then to your point, it really morphed into a monster American holiday, even more so than in Mexico. And that's really kind of the background on it. Now it's just a celebration. It's a party. It's all things Mexican culture. It's food. It's friends. It's everything. So it's just a good excuse to have a great margarita too.
As if we really need one. I do like the virgin margaritas. I will tell you that. It's just something about ordering a margarita that makes me feel so cool and grown, even though
It's
there's
fun.
something about it. It's something about it.
Yeah.
So just tell me about what inspired you to say, let me go into this world of agave spirits and become an expert in the field.
I guess the short answer is I'm a crazy person, Loretta. So it's so I started my career. I mean, like your son, I was bartending through college and doing what you got to do, um and then I entered the distribution side of the business as an executive, and I was there for 15 years, launching brands like Patron and Herradura and Don Julio and Casamigos, working on the marketing, working on the sales plans, and all that kind of good stuff. So I was just engulfed in it. And then around like 2016, I'd always wanted to do my own, but quite honestly, scared, very, very scared. And around 2016, I just ripped off that Band-Aid and I never went back.
You know what? I love the journey of entrepreneurism. And then you, like you said, you were doing it for other brands, helping them to become iconic and world known and make a lot of money, I'm sure. And I want to tell everybody, drink responsibly, right? I'm not telling you to go out and even though Joey's Mezcal is amazing and that margaritas are the number one cocktail in the US. And tequila is
In the
quickly
world,
becoming the
in the
number one
world.
brand
Yeah.
in the world. No, you
Yeah.
did not say world. Did you say world?
I did. It's the number one ordered cocktail in the world. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So I can use this. Well, my sons can use this to make margaritas.
Honestly, it's the best way to do it. And why I really like, I love mezcal for many, many reasons. But in terms of cocktails, you just mimic whatever you like in a tequila cocktail, you do with mezcal. There's no education, there's no anything. If you like a margarita, you make a margarita. You like a spicy margarita, you make a spicy margarita. Palomas, shots, really whatever you're into. Whatever you do with tequila, you can do with mezcal.
Okay, so two questions around that mezcal because I have to be honest, this is my first time hearing that term and I don't know what it means. So I know you're going to help me. And then talk about the name of your brand and why you chose the name. I love, love, love it. So tell me what
uh,
mezcal
uh,
is and then tell me about your
sure.
brand.
I'll give you the short answer. So mezcal by law has to be from Oaxaca. So it has to be from one certain part of Mexico, or legally you can't even call it mezcal. So that's for one. But the main difference is the smoke element. So mezcal is kind of like the smoky cousin of tequila, because it's cooked underground, traditionally wrapped in banana leaves, cooked underground, low and slow. Think barbecue. So it does have these smoky element notes. Mine, in particular, a lot less smoke, because the American palate, sometimes it's too smoky. A lot of brands are too smoky for most people, and especially with cocktails, they're overpowering. So I worked with my distiller, my master distiller, and we really worked really hard for about a year to bring that smoke down and make it more approachable, more for everyone. So that's kind of the nuts and bolts on what it is. Think of it as a cousin of tequila. And honestly, with the name, I got really lucky. I don't know how I trademarked that, to be honest with you. It's I really wanted a name that was like authentic and true, and but rolls off the tongue and everybody could say it. And I also wanted something that really kind of explained who we are, like mi casa, su casa. It's a family. It's a party. It's inclusive. It's for everyone, and that name just says it all. And I trademarked it, and I never looked back.
So is it Viva 32?
No, that was actually a brand I used to have before. That was my first brand as an
Okay.
entrepreneur. And
Okay.
this is Sukasa Mezcal. Yeah.
Sukasta Mezcal. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, as an entrepreneur and a founder, what were some of your challenges? Because I know you said you work with the smoke. Because yes, the American palate is not used to a lot of spicy foods, and like you said, the smoke you had to tune it down for
The
us,
same
tone it
thing.
down for us.
Yeah,
So, what
make it
other
more
challenges?
approachable. Yeah, just make it easy, make it more approachable. That was really my goal. Mezcal sometimes can be scary for people, and it's very mysterious. And I think that's really the draw too. It's like it's sexy, it's mysterious, and but often it could be a little smoky for people. So we definitely, you want to stay true to the spirit. Um, and it has to be authentic, but we just made it a little more agave forward, a little more of those elements that people love about tequila, the vegetalness and the vanilla and the citrus. We kind of upped that a little bit and brought the smoke down, just so it's more for everybody. Just like Mikasa Sukasa is for everybody.
That is the perfect name, and that you were able to copyright that because it's like what we learned in Spanish. Everybody learns that term, so the fact that it wasn't already copyrighted is
That's
genius
like
on your part.
Loretta. That's like what freshman year Spanish 101, all right? That's like
Exactly.
day one. I know. Totally.
So,
And it
I mean,
really
it
is.
was
It
just
has
meant
got a
for you.
deeper
It was meant
meaning
for you.
too.
So, what do you think the fascination is for Americans with the Mexican cuisine and the liquors and the culture? Is it that it mimics ours in a lot of ways, or is just we're just curious about things that are different, but seem to be? Because I know one thing that I associate with the Mexican culture is family. Family is so hugely important to
Number one.
everybody, and I'm just fascinated by that.
I love it. It's a combination of everything you said, and it's kind of going back to, how you said even with your mocktails, like how you have that feeling when you have the margarita, whether there's spirit in it or not. It's a celebration. It's food. It's family. It's friends, and I think that really hits home with everybody, because at the end of the day, you know, I don't care how much money people have or what they do for a living or the car they drive or the home they live in. What's it really about? Hanging out with your friends, having good food, having good drinks, having good laughs. And I really think that's what it's about. I think that's the fascination with Mexican culture. In addition to being so, amazingly delicious food and fun and shareable, which it's a party.
It is definitely a party, and
It's
it
a
is
really good
one.
buzz too, Loretta.
See, you're gonna have to come to Memphis. Have you ever been to the South? Have you been to Memphis?
I haven't been to Memphis. I've been to the South many times, but I haven't been to Memphis, but it's on my very short list.
You have to come to Memphis because I want to know if which one of our restaurants or Mexican restaurants here are the most authentic, because it's like a crowning jewel to say I have this is authentic, right? And it's like what you're going to get when you go to Mexico or somewhere. But I
Yeah,
want you to come and judge it for us. I want you to tell me, Loretta, don't
absolutely.
go there. That's not authentic. Because we
Either
love
way,
Mexican
we'll
food.
try a whole bunch and we'll make our decision together.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, Joey, I can't believe my time with you is over. I can just talk to you for another hour. So,
Likewise, likewise.
so is it really? Because she said, okay. So Monica said, bring some to New Orleans too. So we'll have to do New Orleans. It's a 5-hour drive. He comes to Memphis. We'll do Memphis. We'll go to New Orleans.
I go to New Orleans a ton.
Oh, you
That's
do?
I do. I love it. My older brother and I go to. We've been family tradition. Just him and I. It's been Jazz Fest for like the last 20 years. That's our brother trip. We do it every year, and we go and we just love the food and the drinks and the bands and it's just a good time to hang out with Big Bro. So we make sure it's a tradition.
Okay, so the next time you go, Monica is like the most amazing PR media relations person. She knows everything about New Orleans. She lives half the year in New Orleans, half the year in Los Angeles. So she can tell you from a local perspective where to go and where to hang out, where to party.
Half the year in New Orleans and half in Los Angeles. What a life! I'm
I
jealous.
know, right?
God.
That's what makes her one of the best PR people I've ever met in my life, because she has those two extremes, right?
Yeah.
And so Joey, thank you. I'm so glad to be connected to you. And as soon as we run out, which depending on how fast my son comes to get this, then I'll be calling you.
I can tell by the levels as it goes down.
Exactly. Exactly. So thank you so much. I wish you tons and tons of success with
You're
your
awesome.
pasta
Thank you.
brand.
Right back at you, Loretta. Right back at you. Thank you
We'll
so
do
much.
this again. I'll make sure. Thank you so
I
much,
hope so.
Joey.
I hope
Have
so.
a great week.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye
Mhm.
now.
So Joey has to go as well. I love our conversations, and it's funny how it just seems like I know these people, and I promise you I have not met Joey before in person. That was our first conversation. His publicist booked him, and of course Tregaye, Chef Tregaye, I've never met her, but she's been on the show a few times and we've developed this friendship. So I'm telling you, when you're walking in purpose and you're doing what you are called to do with everything that you have, God will take care of everything else. He'll bring it to you, but you have to be in place. And you can't say, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I will wait. I will wait. No, baby, God is right here, right now, waiting to make your wildest dreams a reality. So don't ever quit on your dreams. And you may say, I've heard people say, well, I don't have a dream. I don't know what to dream. I'm like, honey, I'm a phone call away. We're going to help you with that, because that breaks my heart that you feel like you don't have a dream. You do. And some people feel like they don't have purpose, but you do. You do. God is so amazing. There's not a person that was born now in the present, or now in the future, or in the past that did not have a dream and purpose. It's impossible. It is impossible. Yes, Monica says the power of positive social media. And let me tell you, on the flip side of that, there's so much power. People give it power to that negative energy on social media, and it seems to permeate and to do more damage than good, because most of the good people think, I don't want to be on there because it's bad. But you're taking the light away when you're not on doing something positive, living your dreams, sharing your purpose, sharing good energy. Then negative, the darkness is there, right? Is there, because only light can conquer darkness, right? That's true. So make sure you are finding and following your dream, your passion, because it's there. You just need to have a conversation with the right person. And if there's no one near, call me, DM me, just for something serious though. And Monica is doing what Monica does. Look, McNary Media Network is one of the most perfect partners that you can have to assist with your branding goals. Yes, and stretching that imagination, building upon it, building upon it, building upon it. Because dreams aren't given to you in the totality of the dream, nor is the vision. Because if you knew everything that is possible within that, you would not start. You will become overwhelmed. And we see that a lot. So I just wanted to say that. So thankful for that I get to do this. I get to let you in on the conversation, invite you in on the conversations, and you say yes all the time. And you've been saying yes for almost 18 years. Yeah. So for some people think I just started, nope. I started this. God gave me this vision, fall 2006, December 3rd, 2006 is when I actually launched the Loretta McNary Show. Mornings with Loretta was launched during the pandemic, is my pivot baby. A lot of people had babies in the pandemic. I had a pivot baby, and that's Mornings with Loretta. And also another pivot pandemic baby is McNary Media Network. And then that's a streaming platform, a marketing streaming platform. And then we have McNary Media Storytelling Studio that we are in the midst of launching. We started it. It's licensed. It's a full-fledged business ready. I've gotten a lot of people that are ready for me to tell their stories, and so we will start scheduling those out. But let me tell you, there's dreams and visions inside of you too, in everybody. I promise you, you have something that you are, and only you can do it, and only you can do it the way that you can do it. So don't be stressed if you are FedEx and you see a UPS. Don't be stressed if you have a chicken wing recipe and there are 15 other chicken wing recipes. Don't be stressed if you want to write a book and there are 50 other books about the same topic that you want to write. There is room for your book to be successful too. And there's no shortage in anything. I do not believe it, because I believe in a God who is so powerful and limitless, and boundaries don't exist when it comes to how far and how high you can go if you trust, do the work, and help somebody else. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to say. Didn't mean to say all of that, but I felt like it was necessary. So in closing, think positive, dream big dreams, help someone along the way. And guess what? I'll see you real soon, everybody.